Kling 1.6 was just announced and it has huge new updates. Check it out. They said with this update, they will significantly improve the response to prompts and visual aesthetics and physical actions, hoping to bring more consistent and vivid results. So what's new with Kling? They say the new Kling AI 1.6 models improve prompt adherence, more consistent and dynamic results, support standard and professional modes, achieves 195 overall improvements compared to Kling 1.5, which is pretty crazy. I mean, these results kind of speak for themselves. If you see some of these images on my screen right now, they are like really good. Like even with this comparison right here, where you see this guy drinking a glass of water from Halua and Kling and Runway, you could tell like they're all relatively decent. I'm not gonna lie, but like Kling is very smooth. How they do it. The Runway one, the cup is kind of like weirdly shaped, more like it's like sloped. The one with Kling is, you know, very like vibrant as far as like the hair color kind of pops out more. But to each his own for Halua and Kling, but I still think Kling is the winner. You have other things like you see the ones with the Pokemons where like you see Snorlax on top of the mountain, Psyduck sleeping in the stadium. Even this one right here where you see this meme where like the guy's holding their hand and he stops and just changes into Santa Claus. Like what? They also did like a Pixar version, and just to see how Kling 1.6 does like Pixar art, and it's pretty good. I do think these things are, well, so good that like this could be a movie. Like if I thought this was like a trailer or like a scene from a movie, I'd be like, yeah, that's true. And so I don't think we're far off. We'll see how far we get next year in 2025, but 2024, the end of 2024, we kind of eating good over here. I will say so myself. This Kling thing with it looks like the Cthulhu-esque monsters, that's like really cool too, because these are like monsters that like you wouldn't have like a normal description for, so to have to like kind of fill in the gaps. Even some of these women, like these Asian women here, where they're just walking down or just looking at the camera, look very realistic. I thought this one was kind of funny too, with the cat Santa outfit, and also this one with the little pixie floating. I think these are all pretty cool to say the least, because what's really happening is there's like competition brewing up with a lot of these video generations. Since we have Bayo and since we have Min-Max, we have Sora, we have all these. I think that's great because that brings more competition and that pushes more to be given to the community, where there's like free stuff or just a better overall generations. Even like with this one, where it's like a comparison between Min-Max with his girl laying down like with the windowsill, it's like she's like, you know, just fixing her clothes. With Kling, it's like really good to see like the difference. And even like how I guess one of the generations Halua kind of hallucinated. But even with the thought that you can even create different types of commercials, where this person made an ad for reindeer that had like Johnny Depp, like Snoop Dogg and Albert Einstein in there, which is absolutely crazy. But like even things like animations and even Santa Claus like they have here is just really good. This is a comparison from left to right, where there's this person walking down in a silver suit. The 1.0 models on the left and DC 1.6 on the right, where I feel like they're still both pretty good, but you can tell like one looks a little bit more fluid and natural of a walking, but the other one looks like, you know, a little bit more slow motionist. But this is another one where it's like a car racing down the street, where you see it's comparison between Kling 1.5 and 1.6. They both have that same slow motion effect, but it's still pretty cool. And like, I think even with Kling 1.6, you can upscale to like 1080p now. There's another one with Halua and Kling 1.6, where a bomb falls from the sky and explodes in a wheat field. And they both do it decently, I guess. I think Kling actually did very well, because you did see a bomb fly from the sky. You see that the plants kind of shake like from the explosion, like from that little wave. Halua, like the explosion looks kind of good. Like that would be a good movie effect. I wouldn't think that's what the prompt was, but the actual result was pretty good. I also have another one with Kling and Halua, where like they have this person, like you see the zoom in of the face and the person just like moving their mouth and their eyes. Same thing with Min-Max, Halua, this person's like speaking and talking, like the background blurred. They both did pretty good there. This one right here, where you see a prompt of a hand in the foreground moves his finger, think Halawa like does pretty well with it. You see it's like all 5 fingers. It's not really like distorted. Same thing for Kling 1.6, but all the fingers wasn't like in the shot. So I would say like Halawa kind of won that. But even with Kling versus Veo, and Veo's been like taking the world by storm, but look at this one, where it has like Kling 1.6 doing different tasks, like the Pixar stuff, and just different type of generations. And I do think Veo is better, but I don't think Kling 1.6 is far behind, as well as like Kling 1.6 is like available for use like right now, so you can like do stuff right now with Kling 1.6. Here's another one with Halawa and Kling of like this bee walking around. Cam frames close up of a bee with this honey realistic video, and like both of them do decent. Like I can't really complain about either one of them. I think it's like artist perspective if you thought about like what it would do, but they're both pretty good. I think this one's a good one right here, where they're chopping up this apple. You have Kling, Runway, Video, and Sora, and you clearly can see like Kling 1.6, like the chopping of the apple is like the best. Like freaking like Runway Jin isn't too bad, but like you can see like Sora is kind of struggling over there. Same thing for them cutting up this cucumber. Sora is like not really good with this thing, but Kling does a lot better and looks like more realistic of a video for that. There's also another comparison, but this is like the 1.5 model with Sora, Kling, Halawa, and Pika. They're like not too bad overall, to say the least. Like they're all pretty good generations. I would just say it's like a comparison between like what kind of artistic stance that you have. Here's another one with 1.5 where they're all like at a party and like just jumping around, where you see that Kling 1.5, it's just these look like more like artistic expressions, which one you may like artistically. They're all like pretty decently done, I would say so myself. But yeah, I think all in all, these are like great for video generation, and Kling is just another step forward because this is 1.6. So we don't even know when it's going to get to actual like 2.0. This is just the first version, and just the iterations on the first version is getting it better. What happens when a whole 2.0 comes on, like a completely new overhaul comes through to the system? I feel like they're adding these different things to the system as of now, but 2.0 may really come very soon. Just like we had ChatGPT 03 model just come out. Gemini is releasing new models, experimental, then like experimental 2.0, Flash. It's just a whole bunch of stuff going on that's happening so fast in this community, and I'm gonna be catching you up on stuff because I'm pretty sure they may be out for the holidays, but there's so much news that we wasn't able to get to talk about with Sora and Google having their big announcements. So if you want to keep up to date with more AI news and different technologies, then I think you should definitely like and subscribe. With that being said, your boy Dex9Dexter out.